watch my mama's video.
Rock out your. Come on.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Sharda'e Renee. I just wanted to take a brief moment just to give a quick introduction, just to kind of let everybody know what's to come for the channel. So everybody's telling me to post the content, and I am trying to push out as much content as I can. I'm trying to keep myself from feeling like I have to put out a 20 to 30, 40-minute video, and then I could just put out a brief vlog just to keep myself in the algorithm and also keep everybody wanting to come back and watch more. If you watch my YouTube short, or if you follow me on TikTok, then you will see I did post a brief video of what is to come, which is the Q&A that I'm currently working on. And in that Q&A, it's just allowing people to get to know Sharda'e, allowing myself to be vulnerable, which is something I don't typically do, or don't allow people to see me vulnerable, I should say. But in that video, you'll be able to kind of see, again, me, just tell my story. So that video is taking me a little bit of time, so please be patient with me. I'm working on it. I'm trying to push it out as best as I can. This video is pretty much basically what I did the last couple of weeks, and I might add a few other things into the video as well. This will not be a super long video, but again, I'm trying to push out as much content as I can to keep you guys engaged and wanting to watch more. To everybody that has sent me a text or that has called me, that is continuing to give me encouraging words, I greatly appreciate it. I don't think y'all understand how much I appreciate it and how great it feels to be loved and people to show me love. So I'm forever grateful for that. To my cousin Rhonda, thank you for the phone call. I feel like God led you to give me that call, because everything that you said is something that I needed to hear. And I just really appreciate you for speaking life into me, giving me constructive criticism, giving me feedback. I just really, really, really appreciate it. So forever grateful to you for that. Love you dearly. Um, Sorry if you hear the noise in the back. My kids are on spring break and their little brother is over with them as well. So it's like sounding like 20 different kids and it's only 3 of them. But I digress. No, again, I just want to thank everybody. Like, I can't say thank you enough, because I just feel like I really feel the love coming from everybody, and it is greatly, greatly, greatly appreciated. We're about to roll into this other video. So again, like, comment, share, subscribe, and as always, love y'all. Bye. All right, y'all. So I am about to pull up to my sister's so that we can go feed the homeless with my family. This is something that my family does, and it's amazing. It's always nice to do, honestly. I enjoy doing it. So we'll be downtown, I think at 12 is when we're supposed to do it. Mind you, me and my sister live in Zionsville/Whitestown, so yeah. We got a nice little ride to get downtown. Oh, looks like my brother is home too. So, well, my brother probably asleep. He worked last night. But I'll see him later, because we also are going to hang with my stepdad today for his birthday. My stepdad has been in our life for a very long time. A very, very, very long time. Love him dearly. So shout out to Tiger. He's not Grandpa. He's Tiger Paw. So shout out to Tiger Paw. Sorry, y'all. I'm gonna just sit out here and wait on my sister. I don't feel like going in. All right, y'all. I'm back with another voiceover. So here we are downtown, getting everything set up so that we can prepare to feed the less fortunate. I don't want to keep saying homeless, the less fortunate. This is not all of my family. This is just literally a snippet of us that are downtown to feed them. This is my cousin Imani. And then we do have a picture of us before we actually started feeding them. And then later in the day, we ended up going to spend time with my stepdad for his birthday. Shout out to the greatest stepdad in the world. Here's a picture of my mother and my brother, as well as my sisters. And then I have a quick snippet video of my brothers, my stepdad, and my sister Deanna. And then in the background, you see my sister, my nephew, and my little cousin. And then here we go into just a brief little vlog. So Royce likes to go to the park, and he loves to play with Levi and Carter. We tried to play basketball this day. However, the wind was just extremely too strong. We couldn't really do much. So we decided to go to the other side of the park. This is me just kind of showing you a video of the park. This was a park in Zionsville that we like to go to. And then we had an encounter with a little boy. It was a little weird, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know how old he was. He looked like he was maybe about 7 years old, but he kept bringing up death. And my nephew is a copycat, so he was repeating what this little boy was saying. But then the little boy told my sister, well, what if he fell off, broke his neck, blood shot out everywhere? And I looked at my sister like, yeah, it's time for us to go. Okay, y'all. So I just dropped Levi off to work. This is his last weekend working for Culver's. He starts his new job on Monday. Shout out to my son. I'm also going to take him to go take his permit test this week. I'm about to go into this Ross in here, see what I can find in Ross. And yeah, I'll be back. Okay, so I didn't find anything for my boys in Ross except for their Nike socks. I did find me some stuff for my cruise. I went in Burlington, you got to catch them a random day during the week, especially this one out here in Whitestown by where I live. I'm about to go into Dick's Sporting Good though and see if I can find Carter's Birkenstocks that he wanted. Levi already has some, so I don't have to get him any, but he wanted some slides. I think he's over the Crocs. He got the Yeezy slides, all of that. I think he wanted some Birks, so I'm about to see if I can find him some Birks and find me a new pair. And then I'm gonna go to Wendy's. And then I'm going to stop by my sister's house so that I can mess with my nephew for a little bit. Back with another voiceover. So I ended up going to BJ's, and Royce and my sister Tink decided to go with me. So we are just kind of going through, looking at the different stuff. I didn't really have to get too much here just because I had already did like my big shopping at Kroger's. I just needed to come in and get the bulk items, like their drinks, some of their snacks, stuff like that. So it wasn't really too much that I needed to get. My nephew was in here having the time of his life. He was singing. He was so loud too. My sister kept telling him he talked too much, but Buddy was doing what he wanted to do. He was in his own little world, y'all. He had me cracking up the whole time. He's just the cutest little thing ever. This is my real life bestie. Let me show y'all this video of him in the store just making noise. Now, y'all peep how he looked at me because he knew he was in there just doing too much. Here we are outside, and she decided to record the content for me while I was putting the stuff into the car. So shout out to my sister Tink for that. Really appreciate her. And then we ended up going into Carter's, was looking around for some stuff. My nephew found a coloring paper, decided to color. So here he is chilling, doing his coloring. And then, of course, we headed over to Ross, which was next door, and he was in there making noise as well. We finished up by going to Dollar Tree to get him some stuff that he could play with while he was at my house. And as you can see, he is still in a singing mood. My boy's energy is out of this world. So he ended up coming over to my house while my sister went somewhere. And he asked me if he could help me take the stuff in the house. So I let him help me. In reality, he was really just in my way. But who am I to tell him no, right? He barely gets a no from TT. So he was helping me kind of take this stuff in the house. He was my big helper. I was telling him to hold the door for me while I get this last item. We went to go pick up Mason. As you can see, he is asleep. And then 20 minutes later, the boy was up and ready to color. Crazy, I know, right? Here we are another day at the park with my sister, Royce, Rex, and then Mason and Carter was playing basketball. We was headed back to my sister's, and Rex was in trouble, as you can see, barking at these other big dogs, knowing that his little bitty self is not going to do that. So I got to finish the video off by showcasing my son Levi's cookies. Levi bakes these cookies, decorates them, does the whole nine by himself. All I do as his mama is help him to package them up and take him to the store to buy the ingredients that's needed to be able to make his cookies. He sells out every time he takes these cookies to school. Cookies and Cream is the #1 seller. If you would like to place an order, you can reach out to me directly, and then I can get it over to Levi so that he can go ahead and make the cookies for you. As always, love y'all. Bye. I was raised by my grandma from the age of 3 until an adult, basically. My mother and my dad had me when they were, I want to say, seniors in high school. And for a long time, I never understood why I had to be the one that was raised by my grandma while everybody else was able to be raised by, the parent. It bothered me for a long time. It did. However, the older I got, the more I was able to sit and really think about it. I feel like God put me in the best place possible. My grandma gave me an amazing life.
Rock out your, come on.
VIP.